Let's try like this. Nope. Maybe something Nope. What if I just kind of move everything out of the way like this, and then I can do something like... Nope. Okay, now we're talking. So as you probably already understand, this is a video about the visual standards that are required of you, the teacher, over at First Future. Basically, we're going to follow 5 different points, and they are webcam, backdrop, appearance, lighting, and background. So they're fairly easy to follow, and so let's get started. Nope. 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 Yes. So basically, it's self-explanatory, right? You want to make sure that you have enough space on your left and right side, and also above you and below your face. Mostly because this is a very physical job, even if it maybe doesn't seem like it. You're going to have to be doing a lot of mimes. You use a lot of props in class. You want to make sure that everything can be seen, and you want to make sure that the entire frame is fairly pleasant looking. So you don't want any awkward framing or anything like that. Furthermore, of course, you are expected to be able to deliver sufficient quality of image. So you don't need a high-end camera per se, but a low-end camera is also not going to cut it. I think that's all that needs to be said about the webcam itself and framing. So make sure that there's enough space on all sides, and make sure that your frame is straight and not crooked. If you're having any trouble setting up your camera, I would advise you to turn on the grid option in your camera settings. It's very useful when you're first setting up your workstation, and you get those horizontal and vertical lines that can help you align everything, set all the angles straight, and make sure that your framing is done right. Nope. Most definitely, nope. On the matter of backdrop, the most important thing is to have it clean and neat and uncluttered. A lot of people in the online English business have their rooms showing in the background. That doesn't look very neat. So what we ideally want is either a plain white background, which you can get either by turning your back to a plain white wall, or what I did, getting a whiteboard. A whiteboard is very useful, and it can also double as, well, a board, right? So you can use it to write words, give awards with those tiny little magnets. It serves as a tool and a prop of its own in class. Of course, this is maybe the more bland option. Ideally, you can decorate your backdrop with stars, zoo themes, transport themes, school themes, whatever works for you, that's colorful, that's bright, that sparks joy. You know, a lot of teachers put on the alphabet, and a lot of teachers use this to kind of make a reward system. So you can really get creative with your backdrop, and we have some amazing examples over at First Future. I've seen screenshots of people's backdrops, which are astounding. And so yeah, that's really one thing where you can be creative and really express your inner child to try to make your students feel more at home and happy that they're in your class. For your background, it's the same thing as your backdrop, right? Only here, we need to also say that you need to make sure that your props are contrasting the background, whether it's the backdrop, like my whiteboard, or like the black of my chair. You always need to make sure that your props are visible. Another thing is that it's a good idea to have your background be a reflective color, a bright color. It's also going to add to the lighting effects, and it's gonna make the entire frame look better structured and more lively instead of being bland and dim. The backdrop is also a good segue into the lighting segment because if your backdrop is white, your lighting is, of course, going to be much better because white is going to reflect all the light that's coming into it. So what I did, for instance, I have a lamp here above my workstation, and then the lamp shines into the whiteboard and back into the camera. This creates a nice clear lighting effect, an equal lighting effect from all sides, which is good and pleasant. And this is exactly what you want. You want your lighting to be clear from all sides, equal. You don't want any parts of your frame to be darker than other parts or blurred because of a difference in brightness. Basically, a good lamp can do you wonders, and try not to sit near a direct source of light like a window, or if you do sit next to a window like incidentally I do, you just put on some drapes and they're gonna do a very good job of covering your workstation for the duration of your class. Okay, so now that I'm properly dressed, I can talk about appearance. The most important part about your appearance in class is that you look neat and clean and professional. So this isn't Casual Friday. This is a teaching job. These kids are going to look up to us, even if you have adult students. Still, of course, they're going to expect a properly dressed person for both male and female teachers. I would say try to have a very neat hairstyle. Don't wear your hair too messy. Don't wear any hats to class, of course, unless they're a prop or a part of the lesson. Try to have a clean shave if you're, of course, a male teacher. A beard is okay as long as you keep it styled. So don't look messy as basically all that it boils down to. As for the ladies, of course, some light makeup is perfectly fine. You can also have, especially around some special events like Halloween or holidays, you can have stronger makeup, but just try to make it all appear to the context. So don't go overboard on anything, and try to maintain a clean look in class. I think that's about it. As for clothing, of course, for everyone, it's like I said, it's not Casual Friday. You need to be dressed neatly. So don't wear a tank top. Don't wear see-through. Don't wear crop tops. Don't wear a big neckline. That is, of course, not considered very professional. Try to have like a business or business casual, maybe even better yet, business casual kind of approach to your choice of clothing. Okay, with that, we're going to wrap up today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I do wish you a pleasant stay and happy teaching.